welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a delicious, happy, healthy, vibrant mango cake. All that you need for today's video is a blender. Yes, you can make the entire cake in just a blender. That's it. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we need is to make the crust for our cake. This is a super delicious and easy crust to make. In fact, you can eat it without putting the filling because it's that delicious. But let's go ahead and get started. First thing you're gonna need to make your crust is sprouted almonds like this. Put the almonds in the blender first because we're going to blend them up alone to make an almond flour. If you already have almond flour, then you'll need a cup of almond flour. So I'll put this straight into the blender. I'm gonna give it a couple of pulses to make almond flour. Here we go. Perfect. So now that you have your 1 cup of almond flour, we can go ahead and make the rest of the crust. You're going to take 1 cup of shredded coconut like this into the blender. 6 dates like this. Of course, I always soak my dates, so these are sprouted dates. It makes it easier to blend up. If you don't have time to do that, that's totally fine. You can mash it up with your hands before throwing it into the blender. So this is 6 pitted dates. And now this coconut manna or coconut butter. You can find it by both names, coconut butter, coconut manna. And what it is the entire coconut, the oil and the meat pureed to make this thicker consistency, so it's not as oily as just the oil alone. I really like it, and I feel like it has a softer, more delicate taste than the straight oil, and that's the reason why I like to use it. So put 1 cup straight into the blender. And now we're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Let's see. 1, 2. All right, we have everything we need for our crust. Put it into the blender and blend until you have a nice dough. I'll be right back. And we're back. Let's check the consistency of our dough. Ooh, nice and hot. Yep, here we go. So you have a little dough like this that you can mold. It's beautiful. So we're gonna put this straight into our spring form pan. I always have a hard time with that. I'm using my handy dandy trusted spring form pan just like this. If you have a bigger one, the amount of crust that we made is more than enough for a bigger spring form pan. But I like to bring my crust up around the sides, so that's why I have this much of the recipe. Here we go. So you're going to bring it out straight into your dish. Oh my gosh. All right, so we have our dough. Your dough, when I say it should be doughy, it means like you should be able to stick it together and form it into any shape that you want, like this. And that's why when I said earlier that you can eat this on its own, you can. You can literally make, whoa, I'm spilling it everywhere. You can literally make like little truffles or little chews like this. And then when you refrigerate them and it gets nice and hard because the coconut will get hard, you can eat it anytime like candy. But for our crust, you want to make a nice little ball of all the dough, making sure it's sticking together. And then you want to start to push it all into the bottom of your pan and into the up into the sides. Like I said, I like to bring it up into the pan like this, so that when you take the cake out, you have the crust all the way around. It looks really pretty. Hold on. So go ahead and do that. So here we have our little crust like this, and you see I made like a bowl, basically a bowl of the crust where we're going to put the mango filling. While we make the mango filling, you can put this in the refrigerator to let it chill a little bit. Now it's time to make our delicious mango filling. And you guys, I love this because I love mangoes. I grew up eating mangoes because mangoes are perfect with sal, limon, and chile. But as I got older, I also appreciated the sweetness of the mango on their own, and that's why I love this dish. You know, mangoes are full of energy, vitamins, minerals, and the fiber. So if you want to keep yourself nice and clean and regular, you got to make sure you have your fiber, and that's where mangoes come in. So we're going to make this delicious filling with 1 cup of sprouted cashews. Again, that means that I soak these cashews at least 2 hours or overnight. So 1 cup straight into our blender. We're going to do 1 cup of mango. These are thawed. If you use frozen mango, make sure that you are using the mango thawed. And I like to use frozen mango because they are definitely sweet. You know, sometimes with mango it's a hit or miss if you're using a fresh mango, but when they're frozen, they're sweet. That's the nice thing about frozen fruit. It's like picked ripe and then frozen right away, which I love. So 1 cup of mango straight in there. We're going to do the juice of 1 Meyer lemon. You can use a regular lemon if you like it to be a little bit more tart, but I feel like the Meyer lemon adds to the taste of the mango instead of overpowering it. So I really like the taste of the mango, so that's what I want to be the star. Whoa. I'm also going to add a ½ a teaspoon of turmeric just because I think it makes the color a little bit bolder. And also, who doesn't like to have a little bit extra anti-inflammatory into their dish, huh? All right, so let's do ½ a teaspoon. You don't want to do too much because then turmeric will overpower. Also going to do 2 tablespoons of agave. 2 tablespoons of agave to add sweetness. You want to make sure it does have that nice fruity taste, and agave is going to help us in this dish. And now we're going to do ½ a cup of coconut oil. It has to be melted like this, ½ a cup. Straight into the blender, blend it all up, and you're going to have a delicious mango cake in just a couple of seconds. And we're back. So just like that, you're going to have this beautiful cream filling. Oh my God, I wish you guys can see it. Can you see it on camera? Can you? It looks so beautiful, and it's so smooth and delicious. Okay, so you do want to make sure that your filling is nice and creamy, as you saw. And all you have to do is put it straight into our crust bowl that we made in the spring form pan. Straight in there. Oh my God, this is so cute. Making this delicious food, it makes me very happy, but sometimes it makes me so happy that I just want to cry. Have you ever felt that? Like you're so happy and amazed at how amazing natural food is, and like we get to eat it all. Oh my God, so cool. So it's nice and creamy. Put it straight into the dish. I'm going to drop it on the counter a couple of times, take out any air bubbles. And now I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for 4 hours or more. And if you're in a rush, you can throw it in the freezer, and in about an hour, 2 hours, it'll be ready to go. So see you later. All right, you guys, it is later. Of course, it is more than 4 hours later because, you know, a house with babies is on baby schedule, not my schedule at all. But the cake is ready. So here it is out of the fridge. Hard. So take it out of the spring form pan, and you see what I was talking about when I said putting the crust over the edge of the pan, because then it just looks so beautiful like this. And now you can transfer it over to a serving dish. Okay, perfect. So here you have your beautiful cake, and then you can just top it with some fresh mango. I already sliced it up. Let's see, what do we want to do? Maybe a little fan like that. Looks nice. Yeah. Voila. Something like this. Let me add a little more color. You got it. We'll add some hemp seeds, raw hemp seeds right on top. Sprinkle it just like that, lightly. And there you have it, a happy, healthy mango cake. It's so delicious, so nutritious. You know, it's the good stuff for you. I'm not gonna cut this cake because I made one yesterday and I couldn't resist eating it last night, which you might have seen on Instagram, but let me get that slice from that cake and I'll eat it on camera. So here it is, a slice of the cake. So, you guys, it's so good. It's creamy, it's mango-y, it's sweet, it's all the good stuff. So good. So I hope that you are able to recreate this recipe, share it with friends, family, let me know what they think, what you think. If you have any tips, tricks, and you changed it up, I would love for you to share it with me. And if not, until then, I'll see you on the next one.